Tom Daxon is probably the highest integrity individual that I knew in state government. I mean, he would not fudge on anything. And when we try to fudge, he'd call us on it. Okay. And sometimes we'd have to go all the way to the governor and let him decide whether we were going to fudge or not, because Tom was not going to be convinced that we could play games with any numbers. But he was running for state auditor and inspector for all the right reasons. I mean, just a classic public servant, wanting to use the office to make sure that, government was run cleanly, there was no corruption. He could use the powers of that office to ensure that. So there was no guile there. There was no, this was not, even though he did run for governor afterwards, this was not viewed, I'm sure at the time, as a stepping stone. It was just, in '82, Governor Nye was so popular, there just weren't a lot of people going to step up and run against him. You can be a nice guy, you can be honest, you can have high integrity, you can stick to your principles, and you can succeed.
Tom is a real standout person. He's a problem solver. He's a person that is willing to take major risks to reach the goals he's set for himself. He's done an amazing amount of good work for the state of Oklahoma, for the U.S. government, and even for the state of California. So I would say that what really makes Tom different from most people is that he is willing to go out and risk failure, but in most cases he has been very successful.
When Tom ran for auditor inspector, he wasn't 30 years old as required by the Constitution. I was on the state election board at the time, and the issue was, do you have to be 30 years old when you're elected or when you actually take office? And I argued that it was when you took office. We want them to be 30 when they're serving, not before that. The other two members didn't agree with me on that, so Tom appealed it to the Supreme Court, who I must say sustained my opinion, so I was proud of that. But Tom went on to serve our state in so many ways, not just in that position, but he was the state finance director. He actually participated in the county commissioner cleanup, and then of course the Orange County debacle. Tom was dispatched out to California to straighten that out, and that wasn't any small effort. And so there again, we've got OSU grads out serving, and that's what we appreciate. Congratulations, Tom, on all you've done to serve our university, our state, and our nation. And I hope we never have a mess you have to clean up here at OSU.